Hey guys, so I just thought of two concepts that are pretty interesting that I wanted to share. So the first is what do you want to want? And the second is you are not your parents specifically, and also you can become who you really are, and that gives you the best life. So I'm gonna explain it. But first, I want to talk about the badminton session I just had today, which is why I thought of this. Um, Sorry, I'm kind of sitting down and my lungs are fucked up. But anyways, so I met pretty different people today. I went to a badminton drop-in at my local club, and I just finished showering. But I saw a few different types of people. So one of them was this guy who's a bit younger than me, and he has a little brother, and he was very loud and angry, and like always getting frustrated at his brother, like you're stupid, like get back, like stuff like that. And it was kind of like sad to see that, and it kind of disrupted my rhythm for a bit, but then I refocused on the game because we were playing doubles, me and my friend against him and his little brother. um they're really good at badminton, by the way. But yeah, he was just angry and like yelling, and his little brother was just kind of taking it and stuff. And what was interesting was that his mom would constantly criticize him and constantly say uh like everything, like just be like saying random stuff, and like saying, oh, you need to do this, oh, look at other people, this and that. This time she didn't say that much, but just from the previous experiences, because I've like known these people for a long time, um like his mom would just criticize them a lot, and that would make him very angry, this guy, and he would just take it out on his little brother. And I just think that's what's happening, because like his mom is not very supportive based on what I've seen, and I feel like she's just dealing many injustices towards him that make him really angry, and he can only take it out on his little brother and like get angry at him. It's like the kid that's being bullied at home, which is really just abuse or neglect, bullies people at school. It's like the same concept. So I think that's what's happening. Obviously, I don't know the full picture or anything. I don't know them personally. But I just thought that's kind of fucked up. And he's gonna grow up and probably be more likely to be triggered at certain events and be more likely to make poor decisions. Maybe go even as far as to say like worse social life or less money. But I honestly don't know anything. Like I can't predict the future, but I think he'll be fine. But it's just like people like that. I think it's just, if you're angry and you're triggered all the time and you're frustrated and you can't really be yourself when you're a kid, I feel like it just bleeds into the rest of your life unless you change, unless you heal, unless you do something about it. So I don't know. That's just what I think. Now my mixed partner, so she's a girl, has a younger brother, and her younger brother is really cracked at badminton. But oh my god, bro, just holding his phone is so fucking annoying. Um, but yeah, her younger brother is really good at badminton, and their mom is a receptionist for the club. So, and they are very chill people, my partner and her brother, and like they talk with each other a lot and they laugh about random shit, and they like annoy each other in a good way. Yeah, there's just like very normal, I guess, people. Like there's not much to say. But their mom, which is interesting, like she's a good mother. Like she's supportive. She's like watching their games all the time, and like giving comments and like encouragement. And she's uh like she likes to like joke about stuff and stuff. And but she also sets like boundaries, right? Like healthy boundaries. Like one time I was in the car with their family, and the brother of my partner wanted to eat a candy essentially, but his mom was like, it's bad for you, like this and that. And then he would try to like keep eating it, but then she like basically said like to stop eating it. And then he reluctantly agreed. But it's like there's clearly healthy boundaries. Like they can't just do everything, but she's supportive, she has healthy boundaries for her kids, and she's nice and polite and like laughs about stuff and makes sure they do the chores, stuff like that. And as a result, they're just good people. And yeah, they have good social lives, and they're doing stuff like extracurriculars, they're leveling up. So that's good. And then this third example is my friend who came 3 hours late while me and my partner and her brother were playing. He was like coaching us basically on mixed doubles, my partner's brother, because he's really good, even though he's the youngest. I am washed, but yeah, so my friend came like 3 hours later in a drop-in, but when he did, like the demeanor of the court changed a bit. Like me and him were playing doubles against my partner and her brother, and it got her brother to lock in more and like take it more seriously, like the game, because there's actually me and my friend who's like around the same skill level. Maybe he's slightly better than me. He beat me in singles in a 3-set match, but like just having that, like his demeanor was basically just like I'm playing badminton, like I'm gonna try to win this game, and like yeah, like he just had like a more serious attitude towards it, and it carried on to everyone on the court, even me. And I enjoyed that a lot more because I like to be serious about badminton as well. Like I like to have fun, but it's like obviously you want to try your best every game and keep leveling up. And that's something that my partner's brother does not do all the time, just because he's so much better technically and in every way. So he likes to not try that much, which leads him to lose some points. But I just like trying, because it's like you see your level. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. He just had like a stillness, my friend, like a certain stillness about him, and I kind of emulated that throughout the session afterwards a bit, and it made me feel a bit better because I was like, oh, I don't have to laugh at their jokes, or I don't have to be laughing when they're laughing, like the siblings. Like I can just be kind of serious and chill at the same time, and like I don't have to talk all the time. I don't have to show up this way and like that way. I can just be myself. I can just like sit there looking around while the game's happening. I don't need to do anything. Like I don't have to watch the game. I can just be doing my own thing. And of course his mom was there, and she was very supportive. She was like just kind of doing her own thing. Like she was grabbing rackets, and it was like funny and whatever, and she was going to play, and she had like 2 rackets in her hands, so they were kind of doing their own thing. But it's like he clearly has a supportive mother, and probably, I guess, like I'm assuming, like a strong father figure, and just like probably like a chill dad, honestly, because like the stillness really is kind of like the definition of masculinity in a way, at least I think. And he probably got that from his dad, like just feeling very secure and loved from the father's side and stuff. Like both parents probably just good people, and it allows him to just be himself and just be chill. So my point is that these 3 groups of people, the guy who was yelling at his younger brother with a critiquing mom, the siblings with just good people overall with a really great mom and probably a great dad. And my friend who had like a certain stillness about him, he was very chill, very cool guy, probably has really good parents, and his mom is very supportive too. So it's like you can see, or at least I saw, like there's kind of a connection. Like there has to be a connection. And like since I've read about trauma and like parenting and like personality stuff, I just kind of connected the dots and was just like, that's so interesting that people are so affected by their parents, like how they treat them, whether or not there's like abuse, neglect, or it was very secure attachments going on, if there was healthy boundaries, if you were able to laugh about shit, if you if they made you like grow up, I guess, like learn more independence, if you could talk to them about anything, like just normal dynamics makes you a better person. Or I guess you become more like your parents over time. And I think that's so interesting because most people, they assume that their personality is static, like you just are extrovert or you are introverted. But it's like if you've like been so cheerful and you're always talking to kids when you're in kindergarten, and then suddenly in high school you're introverted, you're shy, you're awkward, you're socially anxious, and your parents bully you like all the time and they make you feel shameful about everything, and you can't talk to them about anything, or they're like, I even have to go to this basement because the camera's right here. I have to go to this basement because I don't want them to hear me in my room. Like this level of control, of like anxiety, of obviously depression and stuff, and like lack of connection, lack of safety. Obviously, it would affect someone to make them turn out to be more socially anxious, more shy, more awkward, and more introverted. But what if they were just naturally extroverted? And I'm sure most people are introverted. I'm sure there's a large portion of people who are introverted who just are that way because of their parents. Like, and then they'll go on to believe that they are that way. But what I'm saying is, like, even for me, like, it's so weird because, like, I'm not like my parents, like, at all. Like, I just naturally am not. Like, I'm very intellectual and, like, cheerful, but my dad is he gets angry very easily, and he's very just dishonest, abusive, etc., whatever. But I'm just not like him at all. And my mom is she loves people, I guess. I don't know. She's just very nice, but maybe too nice because she got into this relationship where it's very one-sided. Like, she's giving care to my dad, whatever. And just, yeah, how she is. But I'm not really like them. Like, I don't share all the same values. And that's so crazy to me because I thought you just are a combination of your parents. But in actuality, there's like some genes that randomize and stuff. Fuck, dude, I can't breathe. Like, when you're born, your genes randomize, so you're not exactly just a 50-50 of your parents. You have certain things that are just unique to you that are just random. So then, why are these people like their parents? Well, because it's like nature versus nurture. Like, the nurture part is very significant. And I think it's way more significant than people realize. That's my point. This is very long-winded, but that's basically my point. I'm getting pretty tired, but my point is, I think 90% of a person is determined by their parents, but I don't think it's fixed, meaning you can change who you are. And what I think is that you want to become who you want to be. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be extroverted or introverted? What's the spectrum? Do you want to be kind? Do you want to be cheerful, or are you more like to yourself? Are you more like you're just a neutral face all the time? Do you like to tell goofy jokes? Are you more serious? Are you honest? Or are you not? Do you like to exercise? Do you not? Are you academic? Are you not? What do you want to be? If possible, just think about what do you want to be in all these areas, or just go around the day and find people who you like, find people who you want to be more like, and think, what qualities does that person have that I want to be like? And then you'll just realize that's who you want to be. Like, I like my friend, I want to be more like him, and thus I probably want to be the guy that's more chill, that's more doing his own thing, and he's just chill, but he's doing his own thing, and less super goofy and constantly trying to connect emotionally with others when I don't really want to, or feeling like I have to do certain social behaviors when I don't have to. Like, I can just be alone and just be fine with that. You know, it's not weird to just be alone, just sit there. I want to be more like that. And I'm just thinking for myself, like, who do I want to be? I clearly don't want to be like my parents. Who do I want to be? What kind of people do I like? What kind of people do I want to be more like? And I believe that who you want to be is actually who you are. But you're just on this process of becoming more like that person, which is really just who you are, because you're born with this genetic material of whatever, like your genes. And then you have this type of person, this ideal person you want to be like. It doesn't have to be a real person, but a combination of all the best qualities. And then you just figure out realistically how to achieve every single one of those, or at least how to get as close as possible to them, like an asymptote in math. And I think that's should be everyone's goal, right? Because like there's so many people who go through life and they have a midlife crisis, right? And why does it happen? Because they do things that they think other people want them to do. Well, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to be good at? What qualities do you want to have? Do you want to be humorous? Do you want to be serious? Do you want to be romantic? Do you want to not? Like, who do you want to be? And just constantly ask yourself that question, or keep it in mind throughout the days, and just develop it more and more. Try new things. See if you like this. If you like talking this way, if you like talking that way. Do you like making these jokes? Do you like making brain rot jokes? Do you not? Are you very serious? Like, do you say dude and stuff a lot like I do? I don't know if that's exactly who I am. As in the previous video, I was talking about that. Like, am I goofy? Am I not? I don't even know, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to figure out who I am. Like, I'm only 17. I've experienced a lot because I purposely went out and tried to experience things on my own. Like, talk to girls and, well, I haven't done a lot of that, to be honest, but talk with guys, obviously. Seek out experiences, like go out, run around my neighborhood, talk to random people if I can, if I want to like do that, and try new things like what I'm doing right now on YouTube. I think you want to just constantly be trying to figure out who you want to be, and by that everything is figured out. Like, who do you want to be, thus what's your ideal partner based off that, right? And wouldn't that make you amazing, like so happy? They call it like soulmates. Oh, I found my soulmate. It's really just who you want to be mixed with who you want your wife to be, and she has the same ideals for both of you, right? That's just an amazing relationship for life, and you get to enjoy life, the best part, like best possible life. And like career wise, what do you want to do? What do you like to do? I think this is like very huge, and it's something I'm applying to my own life, and I just think it's very important to like consider this. I think it avoids so many things in life as well. And I just also think this is the life. Like, what do you want to do with your life? This is literally like, I think the purpose of life is to just enjoy it as best as possible. We're all gonna die. In 3 generations, no one will remember your name. And everyone you love will have died, long been dead. So, and like everyone you know, everyone you hate, your enemies, your lovers, your friends, people who judge you online. bad people in the world, they're all gonna die in less than 120 years. In less than 120 years, every single person on this earth will have died. So why does anything matter? You are literally gonna die in probably less than 100 years. Like that's scary to think about. I don't want to die. I want to live the best. I want to maximize my time on this earth and be who I want to be every second of that time. And I think when you are who you want to be, you're as attractive as you want. You look this way, you talk in this way, you interact with people in this way. You wear certain clothes. You have certain habits that you do, rituals that you always do that are unique to you, what you want. Like, I feel like even if you have a negative social interaction, someone's being annoying, someone's yelling, even if you have a negative social interaction, I think it's still enjoyable because you're like taking it on, you're tackling it as yourself, as who you actually want to be, as the best version of yourself, to put it another way. And I think that just makes you grow, and like just everything in life becomes so much more purposeful, more enjoyable. Even the hard times. The hard times are always here. Hard times are here to stay. No matter what you do in life, you're gonna suffer, and I know that. Even though I'm only 17, I know that. I've heard it from other people. There's suffering and pain in everything, but what makes it worth it is living the life you want to live and being the person you want to be. So yeah, that's it. And it's something that I believe in. I'm gonna continue to try to discover who I am and live the best life that I want and love people in the way that I really want to, and give my gifts to the world while I'm still here. Find like missions that are purposeful, that are beyond just me or someone else. I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna be dead in 100 years. Definitely. Like, unless Brian Johnson somehow saves us all. Hopefully, bro. Honestly. Health maxing, dude. Hop on that stuff. Exercise, sleep, whatever. But yeah, I just think that's really interesting. And currently, this is what I'm thinking about. So, take it or leave it. Do whatever you want with it. But I think this is pretty important. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And peace.